rainbow gummy candies.
Let's see what's cooking. Let's get the facts. Let's see what's cooking. It's time for yoyomax12.
Hello everyone. Before I start, I just want to make it clear that I certainly did not invent this gummy candy concept. There are several videos on YouTube that make these gummy candies in all sorts of different ways. And what inspired me to make these ones was a video I saw on Grant Thompson's The King of Random channel, where he makes gummy Lego blocks. And I thought they were just amazing. They turned out so well that I wanted to use his recipe. So that's what I'm doing here. I put half a cup of very cold water in a measuring cup, and then I added a quarter cup of white corn syrup. Now apparently the corn syrup helps make the candies smoother. I'm sure there are recipes out there that do not use corn syrup. So basically you're going to combine the corn syrup with the water by stirring it together, and you'll know it's completely dissolved when the water becomes clear again. Then you're going to take this mixture and you're going to pour it into a small saucepan on the stove. Now don't turn the heat on quite yet. Add to that 1 package of Jell-O gelatin, whatever color or flavor that you want. Sprinkle it in there, and then you're going to sprinkle on 2 envelopes of Knox gelatin, and I believe these are 1/4 ounce packages. You're going to put 2 of them in there, allow it to sit for a minute or so, and then begin to gently stir it. And what you want to do is you want to make sure all of that dry powder gelatin has contact with the liquid. Continue to gently stir until most of the lumps are gone. If you have a couple little lumps in there, it doesn't matter, because at this point we're going to turn our stove on to medium low, and you're going to be able to heat the mixture, stirring every minute or two for about 10 minutes, heating very slowly and stirring until all the gelatin is dissolved. And at this point you shouldn't have any more lumps in there. Now it'll become kind of a liquid and it'll get a little bit more clear. Once you get to that point, pour it into a drinking glass. Let it sit for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then you can just skim off the stuff that's floated to the surface. That'll be all the gelatin that didn't dissolve and all the bubbles that might be in the mixture. Just scoop it out and then pour this into a condiment bottle if you'd like. It just makes it easier to pour. Now you can use whatever you want as a mold. This is an ice cube mold that I received in a Loot Crate, and it is Marvel characters, so I thought I would give this one a try. And you just basically fill up the mold. Now the gelatin has a tendency to shrink a little bit as it solidifies, so you might want to fill it right up to the top. I tried these little mini muffin tins, I tried these little gingerbread men mold, and I have a pile of candy melt molds. Now these are for molding chocolate. So I thought I would give these a try as well. And what I did with these, because they're not flexible like the silicone molds, I lightly sprayed them with cooking spray before filling them so that they would come out easier. Then you're going to let these sit for about 4 or 5 hours. Probably overnight would be best. And you can see all the different ones that I made, and I did all 6 colors of the rainbow with 6 different packages of Jell-O just by following the same procedure. I let mine sit at room temperature for about 4 or 5 hours, and you'll know that they're ready to come out of the molds when you touch them and they're solid and they don't feel sticky anymore. And then I just gently pried them out of the molds, and with that cooking spray on there, they just popped right out. So here are some flour ones. Here are the ones in the little mini muffin tins. These ones popped out quite nicely. And if you let them sit long enough in the molds, they will not be sticky to the touch, and they won't stick to one another. The longer they sit, the more they cure and the less they are sticky. There are the little gingerbread men. Now for my ice cube Marvel comic mold. These ones are more of a bit of a challenge, and I learned a lesson here. If you're dealing with a mold that has lots of tiny fine detail in it, make sure you spray it with cooking spray or brush it with a little bit of low taste vegetable oil prior to pouring. It just makes the gelatin release a lot easier. As you can see, it was quite stuck here and took a lot of prying to get it to come out. But it came out, and that was the thing. And the actual mold itself, when I was done, you can see here some of the Jell-O got stuck in the mold and wouldn't come out. So if you're using something with lots of detail, make sure that you spray it a little bit first. I was very happy with my candy molds, and I have dozens of these candy molds. So these making gummy candies, and these are a lot of fun. You can do them for all sorts of different occasions. These are my favorite. These little tiny ones in the shape of shells and gems. I was really happy with the way these turned out. They have a lovely clarity, and the only ones that really you couldn't see through were the purple ones. They were more opaque. It was more of a dark color. There's the Hulk fist, and I just love the rainbow colors of these, and they are delicious. Of course, they taste very fruity. They're not quite as chewy as regular gummies that you would buy at the store, but delicious nonetheless. These should be stored in the refrigerator in a covered container, and you should be able to keep them in there for about a month. If you're looking for more great rainbow goodies, check out my rainbow playlist by clicking right on your screen, seeing the link in the description box, or clicking on the little eye in the upper right hand corner of your screen. Thanks for watching.